Eben and I were just role-playing it. That's all that was role-playing. But he had a feeling in his stomach that he had to buy it. It doesn't matter. There's so much psychology in sales that you can't help but feel that. Now, fortunately, Eben's smart, and I didn't have something to sell him or he'd have bought it. But that being said, if somebody's pushing you really hard, walk away. Walk away. If they call you, don't answer the phone. There are millions and millions of vehicles out there to buy. That's not the guy you want to buy from.
And if your wife leaves on you because she wanted that playable car, count it as a blessing. Tell yourself, I'm going to get stronger from losing this relationship. Look, I lost my Corvette. That was my wife. What am I now, Jeff?
59 Caddy.
And then what am I from after the pain?
You're better. You've healed.
Yes.
You've healed a lot.
Yes.
I remember he would talk about it and he'd cry a little bit. He was a joker. It's okay. But no, hey, you're past that. You're past that. You got a new wife that you love. Come on. Don't pine. Don't pine. So when you're ready to get rid of your old scrapper and you've put too much money into it, those are the tips. If you want to keep the old scrapper and you're not worried about any major repair, and ask your technician, hey, do you foresee, and a technician is not going to read a crystal ball. They can scan the computer, they can do a thorough inspection, they can take it for a test drive. Those are all things we can do as technicians, and we'll give you our best estimation. And I pretty much know off the bat if it's a shit box. The gray area cars, those are the ones like, hey, I'll look at it and say, you might have to put $1,000 into this car, but that's okay. And if it's just if it's a great car, beautiful. Spend a little extra money on the car than the repairs.
I like it.
You know, just make sure you're ready. When you want to go buy a used car, put $4 grand in your pocket. Then go shopping. And don't spend all of it.
Yep, and if you just get into the channel and you're brand new, definitely subscribe. You see this kind of red rectangle.
Yeah,
It kind of looks almost like this thing here.
Like a red rectangle.
Like a red rectangle. You're going to tap that button. What that's going to do is going to allow you to come back and find these videos easy.
Oh, how easy.
You find the video easy as pie.
Easy
Apple
as
pie.
Apple pie, I like that.
Sometimes you got to warm it up. Sometimes you just eat it right out of the box.
Warm it up. That's my favorite.
I tell you what, I don't do nothing with cold pie. Nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
Nothing.
What you want to do is you want to hit the subscribe symbol. You want to hit the notification bell. What that does is it buzzes your phone.
Yes.
When you got your phone in your pocket, you take it out, you can see the next video we just uploaded. If we're doing a Thursday night with Eben and Jeff, you get a chance to see that. And the episodes just keep coming, and we're going to be answering your questions. So if you have a question, leave a comment below.
Yes,
and we'll make sure we get to it. And we're doing new videos all the time.
Yeah. Let's give out some phone numbers.
All right. Let me think for a second.
I'll start it off. Eben's thinking. So you got a couple of ways to get a hold of us. You can text me on the BAT line. BAT line is 702-907-9227. And just so you know, if you call that number, it does ring to the shop. It texts directly to me. If you want to call the shop, 702-433-LUBE, 433 Lube.
Got it.
702-433-5823. And then Eben, if you can't sleep in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, all you can think about is, how can AMSOIL protect my car? Go ahead, you can take it from here.
My phone number is 702 472 3614. I had to think for a second.
You were making me nervous, Eben. I was like, losing it.
472-3614. You call me 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Doesn't matter.
Something's not right. You think your car could drive better.
Good.
You think about the fuel mileage savings. You think about having your car around maybe for your kids to drive because it keeps running too good.
Yes.
You say, we're going to keep this sucker until it dies. Well, think about a car that never dies. Think about it. Try to think about keeping your grandfather around that died last year.
Yeah.
You don't want your car to go away from you.
No.
If you had great relationships in that car, keep it alive. You want to use the PI performance improver and clean the valves and the carbon deposits out of the combustion chamber. You want to go ahead and tap that rear differential with the severe gear. If you have the opportunity to put the AMSOIL Signature Series, a lot of people, they're they're overwhelmed with the products. They talk about these products as if this was better than solid gold.
Well,
But this isn't solid.
It's liquid gold.
It's liquid gold.
Liquid gold. I like liquid gold. So,
You're not going to get a chance to touch gold like that. You touch real gold like that, you're going to burn off your hands. This stuff, you can play with it all you want.
do whatever you want.
You just whoop.
So even when is it time? When is it time to get rid of a car?
That's a great question.
Okay.
The time to get rid of it is when you just feel no more love. When you look at that car and you say to yourself, why? When you start asking yourself why, that's it. If you look at your wife and she's just looking at you like that, and you're thinking, why? Why do I have to confront her again? Why do I have to do this again? Why? As soon as these question marks flood your brains, it's time to cut the cord. And if you gotta just let it go down in flames, do it now.
Yeah.
Because the longer it sits, the hotter it burns. I don't know what that means.
It makes no fucking sense.
I don't know what that means.
So
I don't know what that means. Don't let it burn. Don't let it burn. Make sure you use the lube, or else it'll burn when you're getting a lot of friction.
So for me, time to get rid of a car, you got a couple of things. First thing, if you are having simultaneous engine and transmission problems, please call it a game. Call it a game. If you have a transmission slip and your engine went out, probably not time to put money in the car unless you have a classic. If you have a classic, it's kind of a different relationship because that car already has value. Let me tell you something.
Well, what's value, Jeff?
Value, well, there's two different types of value. There's monetary value, which is cash money, and there's value that you feel here.
I like that.
The value, because my Mustang, and here's the rule, everything is for sale. For the right number, everything's for sale. For the right number.
Jeff, now you sound like a...
Listen, and the only reason I'm telling you this is specifically because of my Mustang. My Mustang is not for sale. The fair price to buy my car, as it is probably about $5,000. That's a fair price for my car if I was to sell it.
The moose.
But because I'm not selling it, and you've had people come up to you, hey, how much for your car? I want to buy it. And then I look them in the face, I look them dead in the windows of their eyes, and I say, $10,000. And then they say, are you out of your mind? And I say, well, I didn't ask you to buy it. But if you got $10,000, here's my keys, here's the title. It's very simple. It's way overpriced, and that's okay, because I'm not interested in selling the car. But you've got other things, okay? If you are nervous whether or not your car is going to make you to the next destination, that's probably, if you've lost trust in your vehicle, that's another reason to get rid of your car. Because honestly, if you don't trust your car, it's very, very difficult to get trust back in that car if it keeps leaving you stranded, or this week's an engine repair, next week's this week's that, and you're just...
It's dramatic.
It is. It's one of the things that we have to do here at the shop is when you come in, it's not your best day. You woke up, your car didn't start. My job is to give you, I personally have charged myself with the job of trying to give you a better day.
What Jeff does is he lifts people up.
You have to.
Takes them way down there and puts them up top. And when they leave here, they got a cup of coffee, they got a bottle of water, they saw a car trick or two.
Yeah.
Their car's fixed. It runs better than when it was new, especially if they got the entire AMSOIL treatment.
Oh yeah, the spa treatment.
Yes, that's the engine flush right here. Since you mentioned the spa treatment, I gotta give it to him.
Yeah, give him the
That's
spa
the
treatment.
engine flush right
Yeah.
here.
What
Cleans
else?
all the carbon deposits around the rings, gets it around all these little crevices, the timing chain, oil coking out of your turbo.
Yeah.
It cleans oil coolers. The cooler screen can get clogged up. You get this crusty, jagged, dark in there.
Nasty.
And when you do, you get it out.
Yeah.
And then you put in the AMSOIL Signature Series. The
Yes.
best of the best, 100% synthetic.
100%.
Much higher film strength than these other products. We can't say the names, they're not even worth it. And not only that, but you get better gas mileage, better compression, pistons and cams have less wear, and you'll be a whole lot happier, and you save a lot of money. Because you end up saving more money in gas than what the products cost by the end of the year.
You're doing less oil changes.
That's about 70% of the time. So if you go about 12,500 miles, you're going to save over the price of the oil change in gas.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's something you have to see to believe.
And look at it like this. It's a once-a-year thing, right? You love your significant other.
Yep.
And if you really like them, maybe once a year, you get them that special spa treatment where they go in, they get the hot stones, they get the scrub, they get the foot rub, they get the back rub, and you know what? They're really happy with that for a year. And then next year you better get it again.
Yeah, and this is the same
This is
exact
the spa
thing.
treatment for your car once a year.
Exactly, and then there's maintenance. So you get this beautiful treatment on your body. What do you put your body in when you get out of the shower? A nice soft robe.
Yeah.
You know, Sinatra, he would say, "Get me a second robe." And they got the embroidered robes and this and that. You know, it's a great time in and out of the spa. You got to stay loose so you don't pop a muscle or something.
Yeah.
But basically, this is your in between. So this goes in your gas. This is upper cylinder lubricant. Lubricates your valves. Fights ethanol. Keeps the separation. You leave your car for a week or two. What does it do? It keeps that water from separating.
Yes.
Keeps it from leaving all those calcium deposits on your floater. You don't want all that junk in there. And it's a maintainer. It maintains your injectors. Nice clean spritz. You get a good clean burn, more horsepower, improved fuel mileage, and a smoother idle.
Absolutely. Best thing you can have. Nice. Nothing like sitting in your car and not know that it's running.
Some people refer to this as hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
And if in your head, if it helps you remember, AMSOIL upper cylinder lubricant, you can call it hot sauce. And the other best part is it's got the new proprietary gasless gas cap design. Some of these new, some of the bottles, you stick it in, you can't yank it out. So they just improved that on both bottles.
You know, I haven't seen
Give
them.
you a close up of that. Yeah.
Ooh.
You can stick it in, you got the flat spots to yank it out. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right. So tell us more, Jeff. What else are we doing? Should we go ahead and answer some questions?
Yes, please.
Last week,
Yeah. Do you have some?
I don't remember. I don't think we had any from last week. But if you're thinking about it, leave a question in the
Please,
the community section.
Yeah.
That is, if you go to the home page, you'll see home. You'll see recent uploads, videos, playlists. Play around with the channel. Get acquainted with it. We got a lot of oil analysis videos.
Yeah.
We got one coming up on Matt McDermott's.
Yeah.
That's a diesel oil change, about 18,000 miles.
Yeah.
We also got one coming up that should be 23 to 26,000 miles.
Holy cow.
And that's the Oh Humpy Bread Van.
No doubt.
Overduce hump, dupe per hump.
Yeah.
That
Oh boy.
van's been running the signature NW30.
And she's still trucking along beautifully.
Yep, Richard is the sophisticated French baker. He's a retired police officer from Flouche.
Wow.
And he said he's more than happy with the vehicle. He had his opportunity to come down to Jeff's garage, got the whole AMSOIL treatment.
Okay.
We have that playlist in there. You'll see 2002 Dodge 1500B,
We did the
5.2 liter.
The engine foam on it. That was our first. Was that our first engine foam video?
Yep, we romped it. Jeff and I went out and ragged on it with the engine cover off. We had so much fun with that van. It was just like Dumb and Dumber when they were jumping over that crest with the dog ears on the van. It was better than that actually because the dog you can't see. This van has beautiful pink, and that's a French treasure. Pink, and that always resonated with me. It always made sense. So I had to have a pink van on it, and you'll see me.
So we're gonna paint. We're gonna paint the caddy pink.
It's possible, Jeff. We
All
could
right,
have a wrap.
oh, man.
It's possible.
Oh god.
So there's a picture of me sticking my head out the window on the van like this with AMSOIL, and so we're following up. We got to do a follow up, do an oil analysis here. And what else, Jeff? What else are we doing?
Well, we've got an informational video coming out for our techie people. I got an email from one of the people we've talked to, the emissions guy. It was Bob the emissions guy, or whatever his name was.
All right.
And I'm pretty stoked. It is 10 pages PDF of nothing but oil information on synthetics, every single brand, the history of the percentage of synthetics, like we talked about in the quick video. So there's a quick video up on Facebook where we discuss the difference in the synthetics. And there's a guy who's called me a few times. I am also going to cover in that video the HPS and the XPR and all the different mobile products and all those other things.
Oh
I am going. It's really.
People have been asking for that for years, Jeff. So you're telling me you're going to satisfy an old tail?
Yeah, we have to.
The tail of the giant.
The tail of the giants, the mobile one, and royal purple, and castrol, and Pennzoil, oh my, and AMSOIL, and all other stuff that they make.
I like it.
So yeah, we're gonna discuss that. I'm pretty stoked about that one because, as we've talked in the past, I'm a nerd in this technical information, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be one of our best viewed videos. It probably isn't. But if you're a techie at all, please join in. If you want to know exponential levels about oil, I am about to go bury myself for 5 hours because each page I read, I am then going to go and back check everything else. I will be 5 to 10 hours in research.
Jeff, you're telling me that you're going to do that for these people that are watching?
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I mean, doing it for them, I'm doing it for me. I will grow myself every time I learn something. And I'm going to share it.
You're going to share it with each and every person that comes to the channel.
Absolutely.
And submerging themselves in oily products.
Yeah.
To only better their vehicle.
Yeah.
Extend their life and change the smog and emissions.
Change.
Less of this dirtiness so we can see. You want to see across the way? Got to keep the air clean, Jeff.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
how do they do it with these products? All the fuel additives, PI cleaner, this. Clean up those fuel systems. Use the best oil.
That's all you can do. Use the best. Only the best. Nothing else will matter.
So what do you say, Jeff? We wrap it up.
I say we wrap it up.
All right, Jeff.
All right.
Let's do it. Here we go. To rear ends. To protecting your differentials.
That's right.
We got to do a cheers for protection.
Cheers for protection
Let's
to
do
fuel
it.
systems.
Cheers to
protection,
protection.
Hey, Eben.
Yes.
You got change for a 10?
Yes.
How about 2 5s?
Oh my God.
Boom! How about
That's
that?
beautiful,
That's
Jeff.
awesome.
Beautiful.
All right, guys.